In June of 2022, Tombstone had the opportunity to be involved in a special event in Vegas for Amazon. This was the Amazon Remars Conference.
This is BattleBots. Activate.
And BattleBots was set up there to do kind of a little display event. So we had just 8 robots, do 8 robots, single elimination out to a winner. And, you know, because we're Tombstone, we got to be involved with that. Okay? So this is our fight that we had at this Amazon show. And it was Tombstone against Hypershock. So we had 2 of the heaviest hitters in the game up against each other. And uniquely, this was an opportunity for both teams to sort of change things up a little bit. So the Hypershock team, instead of Will driving, his wife Alex drove. And I think this is the first time she ever drove that in a competition. And on our side of things, this is the first time that Justin got to drive Tombstone. So we had 2, learning drivers on each side, and it ended up just being a knockdown, drag out of a fight. So let's watch it and see how it goes.
Give it up for Tombstone!
I first started in BattleBots a long time ago, and there were always some robots, when that robot fights, the pits would empty. I wanted to clear the pits. I wanted everybody to come watch Tombstone. I'm still definitely swinging the big hit in this game. Everybody in this building should be afraid of what Tombstone can do to their robot. Every team should understand that.
The king of kinetic energy has done it again! Oh, Tombstone takes a chunk of armor off. Oh my gosh!
Past, we had great weapons, we had great tech, we had good styling, we had good driving.
That was a perfect box rush, Chris. I've never seen anyone get on the square like that.
This year, we made a concerted effort to say, okay, no more gimmicks, no more stupid little tricks, no more self-rider.
Oh, what a shot by Will Bales.
We felt good, the robot drove well, the weapon worked great, and we've got it nailed.
Hypershock is back, Chris. Oh, man! Oh! Will Bales and his best friend Chaos have entered the battle box.
Yeah!
This has got to be it! Oh! Are you kidding?
Will Bales, you can clap because there is your wife, Alex, leading the charge.
I'm so excited, I can't tell you.
Let the bot battle begin. Here we go. Oh!
Yeah, that's a good first hit. Come on, sweetheart.
Yes.
Yeah, give her the business.
I think that's the first time we've ever heard Sweetheart. Oh my God.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Whoa, okay. All right, that's good. You're fine, you're doing great.
Hypershock down to 3 wheels, Will. And
Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. You're only 1 wheel down.
Oh my God, she doesn't care. Alex doesn't care. She's going on the attack.
She means business, man.
Wheels.
Yeah, right in your face.
Hey, Pete, how long can Tombstone last as it's smoking?
Well, we've seen it burn almost 3 minutes before, but those are new lipos. It could just poof any second now.
New what?
Poof. Burn up.
Oh, okay, thank you. Here we go. It's like a little drag racing strip out there with all that
Oh,
smoke.
man, I want to hit that butt. Come on, hit the bot butt, sweetheart. Come on.
Hey, what'd you just say?
The bot butt, you know, the back of the robot.
The one that's smoking.
All right, so Hypershock is down to 3 wheels and actually just 2 because it looks like that rudder
There it is.
front
All right,
tire
all right.
is a mess. Oh, man.
Yeah,
So now what's
keep
the
going.
strategy here?
just got to keep moving. Both of these robots have to keep moving. It's hard.
Oh, boy.
So the important thing is Hypershock still has a weapon. Tombstone does not.
Yeah, and, you know, when it goes to a judge's
That's
decision,
awesome flame.
that is a huge, huge thing to keep in mind. Man, oh, man, I can't see a damn thing. Are we doing this in
Are smoke
Los
screens
Angeles?
allowed, Chris?
I don't know.
This is a James Bond movie now.
Yeah. I don't think we're in Las Vegas. I think we're in Los Angeles now. We have a very unhealthy air quality. I just got an alert on my iPhone. Wow. Hypershock is still... I seriously, I don't even know where Tombstone is.
I don't know. I think they transformed. Are they ghosts now?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Oh.
It's moved.
Good heavens.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's the fire.
Uh-oh.
That's good.
Will,
That's fine.
your robot's on fire.
It's minor detail. You know, it's cool. That's a feature.
What do we think that means?
I have no idea. Isn't this fun?
Well,
How many seconds we got left?
I've got no clue.
40 seconds.
40 seconds? My goodness, are either of these bots going to make it through?
This is a very strange match.
Well, I mean, Hypershock came out and laid some serious licks on Tombstone early. Whoa, there go the kill saws. If you couldn't see that at your seats, those are saws that come out of the ground over the last minute of the fight. Is Tombstone moving?
Does not appear to be there, Chris.
Oh my goodness. Did my wife just beat Tombstone in her first ever match?
Is it possible? Well, here comes the countdown.
Is it going to the...
Yeah, I think we might be going to a judge's decision. This thing goes a full 3 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a knockout for the winner, Hypershock!
So obviously the match didn't necessarily go the way we wanted. However, this was just an epic match between two really solid robots. In the end, they kind of counted us out real fast. It was counted us out with like 1-2 seconds left. For this particular event, they didn't have judges, so all we had was the audience. If it went to, they'd have to go to an audience decision. So they kind of rushed the end a little bit there to complete it, which was fine. Clearly, we were on the bottom end of this particular match. Although both robots were on fire, not just us, both of them were. Okay. So how do we come out of this? What did we learn in this process? So the fire issues on Tombstone, in that first hit where we got kind of launched up, the weapon on Hypershock managed to catch one back corner of Tombstone's frame, enough to slightly damage the battery pack that was on that corner. And so the issues here weren't electrical, they were physical. It got hit on the battery, and then that battery went up and eventually took all of his buddies with him. So eventually took all the batteries out. And so for many years, what I have used in the battery compartment was just kind of make a solid compartment, put the batteries in there, and put layers of closed cell foam between them so that there was some sort of shock mount for that. The problem is the robots now are hitting hard enough that that foam can compress under a big hit, and we were actually starting to damage the batteries. They just weren't being held securely enough. And so this match was the one that was the impetus for us to start changing the way that we do battery now, where I 3D print the battery holders that the batteries just fit in precisely. And so they're held a lot more securely, and this has worked really well. As long as the batteries don't physically get hit, you don't cut through the frame and get to them, they're held solid enough now that we haven't had any further battery issues. So if you look at Mortician going undefeated at RoboGames and winning, a big part of that was because of the way we had the batteries now held securely. So in this sport, sometimes really nasty things happen, but you have to learn from them, and then we were able to move forward from there. Some other things that we learned is there was some changes I had made to the frame for this particular event, where I had moved from using the NPC drive motors to using the Waiachi gearboxes with the mag motors. And I think that it's a more solid arrangement. I think you get a little more drive power. Everything about that was an improvement, and they even weigh less. So it was a win all the way around. The problem was we didn't quite, in the process, the wheels ended up moving slightly backwards, and so the robot didn't drive as well as it should. And so we were able, in future versions of the robot, to be able to reconfigure that to be better. So even though this was maybe not the way we wanted the match to go, there were some positive learning experiences from this. And of course, given Justin time in the box driving the robot, this is also a positive thing. And so this is good all the way around. We did well from this, even though the robot kind of didn't do as well as I would like. So when the match was over, we got to looking at the robot, and you could see that hits were big enough. There were some things that were kind of bent a few directions, and we've documented this on the channel before. That frame was bent enough in the weapon supports specifically that I just decided that it was probably more trouble than it was worth to try to straighten to use again. So that is the frame that the weapon supports got cut off, and that robot turned into Stink Eye. And interestingly, Stink Eye was basically made as a joke. I had no intention of doing anything with it other than taking it to RoboGames that one time and having it drive around with that big eye staring at everybody. That's the only thing I wanted to do with it. It actually ended up making it through 2 RoboGames events, and then from there moved forward and got used in the Dude Perfect videos. All of that stuff we've documented on the channel. And so even though that Tombstone frame got too damaged to use again as Tombstone, it moved on to some other things that were really cool, and we had a lot of fun with it. So you know, you use what you have, and it went on and did some really cool things. The Amazon Remars event is up in its entirety on the BattleBots YouTube channel. There'll be a link below, and go watch it. This is a pretty good show. We had a lot of fun with it. Lots of really cool action. You don't want to miss it. Obviously, if you like any of this stuff, go ahead and like and subscribe our channel. Like and subscribe their channel. There's a lot of cool stuff there you want to see, and we've got more cool stuff coming down the road. You're not going to want to miss.